say thank you to the world for helping us to rebuild our country. Jiggy jiggy and march, march. But make we dance with it now. Come make we march, all Jamaicans. We one big family. Time come for deliverance. So make we march in unity. Whether PNP or Labour rights, our God loves all of we. We are marching on to progress. Jam down and feel all of we. Everything Melissa broke down, we are gonna peel back. We are gonna peel back better than. Well, on behalf of all Jamaicans, I just want to say thank you to the world for helping us to rebuild our country. Jiggy jiggy and march, march. But make we dance with it now. Come make we march, all Jamaicans. We are one big family. Time come for deliverance. So make we march in unity. Whether PNP or Labour rights, our God loves all of we. We are marching on to progress. Jam down and feel all of we. Everything Melissa broke down, we are gonna peel back. We are gonna peel back better than before. Every house we broke down, we are gonna peel back. 'Cause our God has blessings in store. Time come to rebuild together. 'Cause Jamaica is our home. We are stepping out of darkness into the light. We're gonna build stronger roof and doors.
Good evening, Labour Roots, and good evening to all other comebacks watching this channel. Welcome to another episode of Political Hard Talk. I am your host, none other than the greatest Labourite alive. Good evening, my people. Good evening. Now, while I am blurting out the mantra that I am the greatest Labourite alive, and while, while I'm calling our comrade brothers and sister comebacks this evening, we're going to take a partial break from the politicking tonight, and we're going to talk about, a real issue that is plaguing our nation, and it would be irresponsible of me, to have 17,000 plus persons at my disposal on this medium, and do not say anything about what took place this morning or last night in Jamaica. Now, before we roll out the evening shout out, let me just say this. Over the last 5 or so years, I have noticed a trend. Every time when it comes down to December, ending the year, there is some sort of mass killing going on in Jamaica. Have you guys not noticed? But we're going to talk about it this evening. I am going to open the phone lines right now, but allow me to just get through my monologue. See? So let's roll out the evening shoutouts and then let's talk about, what is happening, what is transpiring with our people. I am certainly going to give you guys a little insight about, me, myself, when I, was going through something traumatic myself. Beverly, good evening. Winsome Hall, good evening. Cherryberry, big up yourself. Winston Radcliffe, good evening. Eloni, big up yourself. Anita Earlford, good evening. Mama Winsome, good evening. Michelle, good evening. Dolores, good evening. Julie, big up yourself. UN, big up yourself. Nardia, big up yourself. Tanya, big up yourself. Dennis, big up yourself. Sylvan, big up yourself. Monica Tennant, good evening. Jacqueline Thomas, big up yourself. Father Bertie, good evening. See? Dwight, big up yourself as well. Good evening. Now, you know, our nation has had, a traumatic history where our people born from the rough, my people. And, days gone by, and this is still a huge problem in Jamaica. Big up yourself, Dahlia. We have a stiff upper lip as it relates to talking about our issues. Now, before I elaborate any further on that, here is where the state must come in, because although I'm not going to blame any particular government this evening, the state have a role to play in the mental mindset of its people. One safety guard rail that the government need to put in place almost immediately is we need to build out some more mental asylums. I almost start whenever we see persons start getting off their mental, we must seek to put them in a safe place. That is one step that we must take. It is a must. You have to do that. See? Now, us as Jamaicans, we don't really take mental health seriously as we should. And oftentimes we dismiss, or we are dismissive of persons' mental state. Somebody will come to you with a problem, and instead of you, talking to them and trying to talk over, what is the issue. My capacity to, let us put it this way, my capacity to me try to find the right word, my people. God know. I might be able, to not be affected mentally by something that goes on in my life. But others might not be so mentally strong as I am. Big up yourself, Jamaica 87. See? Just heard the news about a PNP pastor who killed his wife in Canada just now. And this man went to Jamaica in the last election to campaign for the PNP. Our people mentally, and mental health usually start from childhood, and we usually miss. See? So what need to happen is whenever we see, here our government come in, Julie, whenever that appointment is made, or whenever that person of the first episode, and they're taken to clinic or the doctor, that is where the state step in almost immediately. Now, obviously, some parents, some family will have the capacity to take care of their loved ones, and some won't. However, we cannot have persons that need help living in a regular environment. Sometimes that is what is needed to calm them. They need their familiar space. But the ones that are proven to be dangerous to persons around them, and we must seek to remove those ones. Mental health is a real thing, Dennis, and yes, it is stigmatized in Jamaica. Now, I can tell you, for myself, certainly, I have had a rough childhood and a rough life. You know, as early as I can remember. You know. As a matter of fact, I can't tell you no. I am 36 in a couple of weeks. And I can tell you of a time when I sat down and had a laugh with my mother. I can't pinpoint a situation like that. See? Now I don't want to make this personal about me, but I will be giving you guys some insights just to make some points. Right? Now, whatever the issue is with this young man, why he unalived his mother, his brother, and his cousin this morning, there was a case, I believe, 2 years ago where this young man killed five and he own a relative. Wanna remember that? Big up yourself, Marcia Monroe, good evening. Father Victor, good evening. Miss Lee Blue, good evening. Marcia Allen, big up yourself. Or Allen. Beverly Lewis, big up yourself. Good evening. Camille McLeod. Base, big up yourself. See? Good evening. Kenneth, big up yourself as well. Good evening. There was a case about 2 years ago where a young man killed five members of his family. I believe it is somewhere between Clarendon and Manchester. It could have been Clarendon if my memory serves me right. And here again is the same Clarendon sticking out again. As it relates to mental health. Now, as I was saying earlier on, if you don't have the mental capacity, you know, to really hold down the fort, you know, you will never be able to walk as a normal person again. I can't tell you. I am struggling to really come to terms as to how, you know, nation is going to fix this problem. Because we have had many years of abuse, neglect. Like me say, we are a nation of persons with stiff upper lip. We don't talk about our issues. We are scared to talk about the issues. I don't know why. You know, our young men don't want to talk about their issue because we have a culture where, you know, people are going to call you a weak jellyback man because you talk about your issues. Now, this is where a lot of our hurt is stemming from. And this is why when you see, you know, somebody get out, they normally get out because it is years of pent up frustration. See? Violence is something that is taught, you know, by us beating our children. It tells that is the way they need to discipline their children. It tells them that that is normal. Our slave masters used to beat us as well. So it is something that ingrained, come down from generations, you know, and all kind of abuse Jamaica is. And you know, while we are achieving great things and we have a lot of achievement to show, we still have a lot of issue with carnal abuse, incest. We still have predatory old men trying to violate our children. We have a lot of those in position of power, and that is a fact. You know, we still have a level of teenage pregnancy in Jamaica. We have abandonment issue. We have mothers who abandon their children. We have fathers who abandon their children. We have children growing up in households that are violent. You know, mother and father fight, mother and stepfather fight, father and stepmother fight. All of these correlate to mental trauma later on in life. See, we definitely good evening, Lifestyle Politics. Good evening. Warrell, big up yourself. Corinne, big up yourself. Melanie, big up yourself as well. See, Shine, big up yourself. Good evening to my beautiful mother-in-law. Good evening, mommy. See? And guys, in a matter of days, you know, I will be dropping some videos on the new channel. See? So, I'll be talking about some things over there, so you need to go over there and subscribe, else you're not going to miss them. See? Good evening, Nia. Plenty of our children has gone through a lot of trauma. Plenty of our adults have gone through a lot of trauma. Now the issue is we are not speaking about it. And we must move to a position where we normalize speaking about our issues. Now if you're a man and your child have an issue, it is important for you to sit down and listen. You know, I can tell you now, you know, hear me talk about my father all the time. I can tell you now where, you know, my father would literally ask me, you know, if everything alright. And a lot of times things wasn't alright, but I told him that it was alright. Why? Because I had a stepmother looking out of the corner of her eye. And when my father gone, you know, it was not impossible for her to beat me. When my father gone about in business. You know, so a lot of things I did not tell my father. You know, growing up now, being a big man looking back, there's a lot of things that my father did not know and I should have told him. You know, so we have, that is going on in the background as well. We have grandfathers who molest their grandchildren, probably have molest their own child. You know, we have uncles that done it, brothers. There's one case in Westmoreland where a brother impregnate in 15 and in 16-year-old sister. I don't know if you hear the story. I believe it was sometime last year or the year before. You know, a brother impregnating two sisters in Westmoreland. We have overall just a traumatic upbringing. And all of this is stemming from, most sides that come from slavery. But we have been making our own decisions as a nation for a long time. And it is up to us as a people now to move to a position where we can start to open up and talk about these things. I don't want to make this about me. I am sure plenty of people have gone through worse than and is still going through worse than me. Somewhere in Jamaica right now is being abused, and that will affect that child mentally later on in life. You know, part of it stems from the systems not being fully built out for many years. That is also a government issue. While we do not want to make this about any particular political party this evening, because we want to talk as a nation this evening, whether you have PNP or JLP, all the way go through trauma, all the way go through abuse. I have certainly been through plenty of traumatic occasions. You know, the good thing about me though, you know, I have always had a father that me can reason with, and my friend them, while me choose not to tell my father certain things, I could always reason with him. You know, I couldn't tell him what me want to tell him. You know, and my friend them can tell you, I have always been a person talking about my issues. Even sometimes my friend them say, boy, I don't know how you do it. How you just talk about the problem them so. And I always encourage them. Big up yourself, Patrick. Kenry, big up yourself. Jakey, big up yourself. You know, Larry, big up yourself. Ran Harry, big up yourself. Good evening. And I always encourage persons to talk. It is because I've always been able to talk about my issues. I've always been talking about my issues for ever since. And my mother have tried to shut me up on many occasions. You know, they do not want me to talk about, you know, whatever the issues are. My stepmother also made complaint to family members, you know, that I am, you know, chastising her. I am not chastising her. I am merely speaking the truth. You know, I am of that age now where I'm an adult and you know, I am sure everybody have their side of the story, but, you know, I tell mine. You know, so that is what happened. We must move to a position as a nation though. We must pivot now where we can talk about our issues. Now, mental health is not something that Jamaican people really want to talk about. We not expect no big audience tonight. I can tell you no. Once people are passing and here we are talking about mental health, they not tarry because I know something that is mixed up. I know something that is interesting to them. See? However, it is a part of our civic duty as Jamaicans to open the door now. You know, so a young girl can come tell you, all a stranger and can come tell you, say, boy, my father molest me, or my brother molest me, or my uncle, or my grandfather, or my cousin. See? And females molest children as well. You know, I was also molested as a child by a female family member. You know, they don't want me to talk about these things, but oh well. You know, one regret I have though, you know, I did not tell my father about this. And my father dead and he not here. You know, but I should have told him about it. You know, boys are also, you know, targets of molestation for older females in Jamaica. And it happens. And we must not be afraid to talk about these things. So enough time when you hear me talk, we have lived experience, but we don't make it tear with them. You know, we use it as a stepping stone to guide with steps later on in our life so we can do better as adults. You know, there's a saying that says molested people molest. That is not true. I despise people that molest. I despise older men that prey on younger female. I despise people in power that abuse their power. You know, so that is not true. You know, what that does though, it makes me more protective of my children. You know, especially me have two girl bikini and you know, me very protective of them. I want to be very hands-on. I want to always know what is going on with them. You know, and that is part of, you know, because I know what goes on in Jamaica like many of us does. What brings on or what triggers mental health issues, there are plenty of factors. People, I can tell you now, I have a friend in Jamaica, alright now, but he had a mental health episode one point. And the reason why he had that mental health episode that time is he he grew up poor, never had a lot of things. Enough money in come to school and I have to share my lunch with him because he not get no lunch money. See? And at some point in time, he started to put that on his head. And he had a mental health episode. But he managed to make full circle and come back. Many would say he's still not so righted, but he functioning. And he functioning my work, buy one little house, and him a doing thing. See? Plenty of youth in Jamaica today, you know, they have had traumatic experiences as children, whether from beating, because, you know, when you ask my mother will tell her, say, boy, me beat the whole out no, and I alone I take it so. I've been around my brothers and sisters, and I don't see my mother deal with them like how she deal with me, you know, and then, you know, when I speak out about it, family, friends, everybody tell me, say, boy, actually you look like your father, you know. And end the day, a one mother you have. You know, what gives you the right to treat somebody like that? You know? And then when, you know, when I lived with my father for years, at first, me and my stepmother did alright. And then, you know, Pitney, I know until I say I always have manners to her, cause, you know, Pitney, and I was aware that she wasn't my mother. So I not tell her, say I always have manners to her. You know, we are get a call, guys. Denise.
Hi.
Hi, good evening.
Good evening, Dujon. How are you?
Well, I'm there, I know. Tell me now.
You're touching on a very sensitive topic, and not a lot of persons talk about it.
Yeah.
It needs to be spoken about because I typed it in the chat, but I wanted to call to say something else about it
Yeah.
because women.
Dennis, hold on, me call about me accidentally cut off Dennis. Hold on. Yeah, sorry about that, Dennis.
Hello?
Yeah, sorry about that. I mean cut you off by accident. Me did try add Dennis because I'm a call. Sorry.
Oh, it's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm at work, so I'm kind of sneaking this call in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Yeah, it needs to be spoken about, and it has caused a lot of psychological issues with men and women.
Yeah.
That's why so many of our men and young girls grow up being so sexual.
Yep.
You see little girls in little shorts and acting like, they're dancing, they're twerking, they're doing all of that.
Mm-hmm.
And you see boys being very, youngsterish and trying to put up a hard front. But naturally, that's not, necessarily how men are.
Yeah.
One of the things that I believe that women do is, say, for example, they see a little baby in diaper, and his diaper is off, and the craziest thing a woman can ever say is, "Why? You're gonna be a strong one, You're gonna mash up this, you're gonna mash up that." How do you say that about a baby?
We are a raped people, Us, it's something that come down the line from many years. It started with Bucky Master family, them, And,
Yes.
And something, it is behavior, something we learn through the years because it used to happen to we. So,
and it has become normalized.
Yeah.
Where if a woman can look at a boy, even as 10 years old, 8 years old, and see his little pee-pee, and said, "Oh, you're going to be a strong man." Let us reverse that role and have a man look at a little girl and say, "Who? I tell you, look a pum pum fat." That man would be crucified.
Mm-hmm.
So why is it accepted by a woman?
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
We are over sexualized people.
Yes.
You know, and I just us either, you know, you have it in a Nigeria, in a culture in a Nigeria as well. I see it with the Nigerian
Yes.
people them.
Yeah.
You know, but
Yeah.
it is I'm sure whites do it too, but we're not so embedded in a for them thing, but I am sure they are some of the most predatory people, the white one them. You know. And
They are, but
yeah.
you know, we can't afford to be looking over the neighbor's fence
Yeah.
and criticizing the neighbor when our yard is what affects us.
We have a sort out we yard, yes. You know.
Yes, we have to be worried about our yard. What about sometimes it doesn't fix nor does it help anything.
Yeah,
this topic is a very great topic. I'm at work. I leave in a few, and then I'm gonna go home. When I get home, I'm gonna try to call back.
All right, cool. Big up yourself, Denise.
All right, thank you. Thanks for taking my call.
All right, cool.
Bye.
Good dude.
All right, big up yourself, Dennis. Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's not, mental health is not one of the sexiest topics, but it is very real. And it affects blacks, it affects white, it affects red, it affects everyone.
Yeah, man, and we have a place so we can talk about it. Even some of we elder them, you know, some of we elder them are there on the live right now. They go through trauma, but them just
Exactly.
And
exactly. And if we can recall from colonial days, we went through a lot of trauma. And, you know, a lot of us are still suffering from what is called post-traumatic stress disorder. And, you know, even in our society, mental health is something that it affects every one of us, as I said. And we, you know, studies have shown that most of us born with some aspect of mental illness, but it doesn't affect us. It's only when certain environmental factors, you know, comes into play. You know, sometimes you see some people go over the edge.
Mm-hmm.
In this situation with this guy in Clarendon.
Yeah.
From what I gathered from the news was that he was at sea. They were at sea fishing, and he was saying to the other guys on the boat that all I'm family them dead. And get a car, say all I'm family them dead. So they rushed him to shore. And when he went home, he said in the presence of his mother, all of my family them dead. But he was treated this week at a mental health clinic in Clarendon.
Yeah.
Because they know that he has a history of mental health.
So he did have a manic episode.
As a result, sorry?
He was having a manic episode then.
Exactly. Yeah. So as a result of that, all right. The thing is, people have, in our society, a lot of people have mental health problems, and we live among them.
You know,
no
Dennis,
doubt about that.
You know, Dennis, in England, if he did have a manic episode like that, he would not be allowed to go. They would have sectioned him, and he would have to stay in a facility. You know?
Yeah.
So
the thing is, dude, because his the issue is him never manifest where he manifests before. He probably just went to the clinic, the usual mental health clinic that is set up in the community. So him just go and probably get him injection, and him when they see him, they say him all right and whatever. So they just probably just say all right, him good. Him good, because him come from regular treatment. So because of that, now them send him back in the community. Eventually, now him starts having start experiencing more symptoms. So that is the reason why the mother decided to take him to a doctor.
Mm-hmm.
And as a result of that now, the symptoms seem like they get worse.
Yeah.
And then now him just decide now if he get a machine, maybe him start hear voices. And as a result of hearing the voices now, him just act upon the voices by just killing the unalive in the family. You understand? So it is real. The thing about us in Jamaica is that unlike in the United Kingdom where families are supportive of each other, in Jamaica people say, oh, you're a madman, and people just stigmatize you.
Yeah.
Them just stigmatize you. And if you notice in Jamaica, our people who are mentally ill, them just step on the street and them just allow for just deteriorate and whatever. In the United Kingdom, that's not the case. What the United Kingdom does, they ensure that you get treatment. You go to accidental emergency, you get treatment. Then if it's more severe, then they put you in an institution and you're there and you're monitored. You get support. You get family support. You get support from the institution, and as a result, you get to live a normal life in Jamaica because we are constrained for resources. Because mental health in Jamaica is not well funded. We can tell you that of a fact.
Yeah, this is what I
you understand. It's not well funded. So that is one of the reasons why we have some of the challenges that we have.
The systems are not built out. Them just, because remember, you know, them just start opening infirmaries with this. So we literally just start the building process. So we have
I remember apart from Bellevue and Ward 21, those are the two main mental health institutions we have in Jamaica. You understand? Bellevue, I think Bellevue gone down to about 700 now in terms of patients, you know, in the institution. But what I'm saying is that we are not a set of people that support mental health, and that is one of the problems that we have. We also have a number of factors, you know, that is affecting the society where people don't really spend no time to look on, you know. We have the availability of drugs, marijuana. Marijuana is part of the biggest problem we have, you know, when it comes to mental health. You know. Some people might not agree, but it's the reality because you see, if you do a history of most of the Jamaicans that you see in that goes to, for example, the mental health institutions, when you do a history and you find out, you realize when you ask the patient will tell you, listen, I have been smoking weed and why we not doing nothing and this and that and that. But when you do weed, marijuana has over 300 chemical properties. You understand?
Yeah. So
those are the things that contribute to you. Remember, you're born with something, you know. And if you add other things to it that's gonna affect it, then you're gonna end up with it.
I do believe that marijuana is a contributing factor in mental health. I believe, along with all of the other traumas that we go through.
Of course it is.
Some people, it's soothing for them and it calm them, and others it affect you severely.
Let me tell you, it does affect some people, and it may not affect some people. Let me tell you, I have brothers. I have a brother. I have a brother right now. I have a brother right now, you see?
Yeah.
I have a brother right now, my biggest brother right now, in burn weed for tea, dinner, lunch, and breakfast. Now, let me tell you this. I would not try it.
Yeah.
As a person, when me see so much people, so much of my family, them end up with mental illness, I would never try, not even nail me, not try inhale it. I mean, and I'm not being disrespectful to anyone, but me just tell you the reality. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
So that is just one aspect of it, you know. You understand? We people go through stress, people go through different things. People have break up in their relationship, and as a result, they may end up go over the edge. But one of the main factors in our society is that a lot of us, even as families, we don't support. If we see somebody I go off or I go over the edge, we not try to make them get help. You see, like over here, you said to you tell the audience tonight, say, boy, you know, you were traumatized during your early childhood years and what have you, and you talk You see, by talking,
Mm-hmm.
it is easier for you to overcome
Mm-hmm.
when you talk about it. You
Yeah.
understand? Some people, your situation, you can easily deal with your situation. But some people's situation more severe, where them probably need a counselor. They might need medication and all of that, just for help them to get over that trauma there.
Mm-hmm.
So that is why I'm saying, we have to be more supportive. As Jamaicans, families, we have to be more supportive of each other. You have a child and you notice your child start behaving around different. It's good to observe your child early.
Mm-hmm.
Talk to them, just like how you have a good relationship with them. Communicate with them. So you start pick up different things.
Yeah, man.
You understand? So you see when you see them start go off now, say yes.
Dennis,
um
we not really create the environment for picking it and chat to you as Jamaican. I can tell you. I know every parent a child can really talk to. And most of that is because the parents themselves is not that educated. And coming from for them time, them could talk to for them parents, and I saw them decide for carry out for them parenting. Now I can never in my right consciousness treat any of my children how my mother or my stepmother treat me. You know. So I have learned the lessons from that. And we just need to create a space, and we need to have some safe space where persons, especially men, because we society is this violent, because we boy people they not allow to speak their mind. They tell us to go and go sit down here, girl. You chat too
and
much.
yeah, because you're right, because what
You
them
know?
do, all right. When me that grow, me used to hear them say children must be seen and not heard. And me used to hear them say also when you as a boy, when you're growing up as a boy child, you must grow tough. You must grow tough. So the boy child, while the girl child will grow up with the mother and the girl child will express themselves. The boy child not gonna do that, because if you try to express yourself, you're gonna seem like some boy you want a girl pick me her. You understand? So that is it. And we not and as parents we not sit down with children them and sit down with them. And I remember years ago when my nephew used to be around me, and me used to care for him, man. I take him my evening time when him leave school, and me talk to him, me sit down and me go through him school work, and me have a talk with him for a weekend, me carry him out and all of that. So you have that when you do things like those, you have a very close relationship,
Yeah.
and it makes your children more them easier for just relate things to you and what have you. Them not feel apart, and you able to any little thing will happen, you're able to deal with it. You understand? If something happen at school, you can deal with it and what have you. They're not afraid to come to you and talk to you. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
So we have it developed. You see, the problem with us, is that our families, we are so split apart. And that is why some of the things that are affecting us now, you understand? Days gone by, remember the days when the village used to raise the child, where if you dip on the road and you do something wrong, an elder would see you and correct you and what have you and all of that. Those days are gone. So that is part of the problem that we have in our society. You get me?
Yeah. Me can tell you.
But
Me can tell you, Dennis. When me 8-year-old. See? Now, for as long as me can remember, my mother has always been cruel to me. Whether it is the first memory when me have of my mother be cruel to me. See? My father come at the house one day, and my father call me, DUJON, me I'm probably about 4 or 3 year old at that point. and he called my sister Dina. See? And I was in the house and my mother locked me up in the house and my father outside a call way. That's one of my most vivid memory. And my mother tell my sister, Marsha, it could have been my cousin Keisha. I can't remember which one, but I went out I told them. To go and put on one pot of water upon the stove. Because she wanted to throw hot water upon my father. And I climb up on the window. Daddy, them a hot water for burn you up. You know my mother do me? My mother sit down upon me. You remember them big long D&G back there where we used to drink soft drinks out there, you know, them thick back there?
Yeah, man, remember them, man.
My mother sit down upon me and beat me in my knee, them with one of them D&G back there. That's one of my most vivid.
Oh my God.
Mm-hmm. That's one of my most vivid memories as a youth. And when time I said to her now, well, at 7 years now, I don't talk to my mother. See, and me and my brother and sister, they don't have nothing, but they can't talk to me because my mother don't talk to me. See? So, that's one of my most vivid memories. When I 8-year-old, I have to run away from my mother. My mother sent me one morning, my mother wash one Saturday morning. I 8-year-old. And she sent me down at the house for wash, because you know, the yard they have one pipe where everybody use. So she a wash. And she sent me for the wash brush. Me go down at the yard now for the wash brush and I go down at the yard. Cartoon. I go on the TV, me a 8-year-old. See? She a call me now to come with the wash brush, but the tone where she a call me upon, me know say she a go lick me. See? So me go now with the wash brush. And me chew it and give her because me no want go close to her for she grab me. And she tell my sister to run me down. And my sister run me down and catch me and give me to her. My mother take me by one hand so. And he put back. And I saw him slam me down in the ground. And I slam me down in the ground. One lady named Miss Madge run out her house. And call her and say, you go kill a pitney? And she say, yes. And that me want to do. See? And me remember when me get up, Dennis, me weak. Me never forget. Me weak in my knees them. After she let me go. And me ball and me go down in the yard and pack up all of my clothes them. All of my clothes them in a some black plastic bag. Me have them all over upon me. My father did buy me me and my sister one chalkboard. In the 90s, there are some little chalkboard where you put on a stand. See? And my father did buy 2 of them, then give me his little sister one. And then give me one. And I take up my chalkboard. And I remember, I walk, I run with 3 bush and I end up and reach at my father's yard because I know where my father live. When I reach around at my father's yard, I look in at the yard and I don't see my father's car. So I know that my father never did it. So, I don't know where my stepmother stay and see me. But I sit down on one light post in a lane. One light post in a lane. I did few light posts because eventually them put up here and run up here. And I sit down on the light post. And my stepmother come out of the yard and take me and take up my things them and come in the yard. Shortly after that my father come. And when my father see me, Dennis, when my father see me how me black and blue and me yellow, me have some beaten part for me, then yellow, my father ball. And my father said me now go back and I so come me live with my father from me 8-year-old. And my mother never come back for me. You see me? And when my mother do come back in my life, my mother tell me everything that is bad for say to my stepmother. And he do everything that he could do to try to disrupt my father's life. See? And all of me get me realize are them the things that she are going with. You know? So, if me never strong mentally, me probably would have been one of them mad people there. May I tell you?
Yeah, you go over the edge.
Yeah, man.
So, yeah, Dodge. Yeah. Let me tell you this. I'm going to say this to you in a way, and I don't want you to feel no way, Regine. Let me tell you this. She have done you a whole lot of wrongs, but you see, we are talking about the topic of mental health, and based on how you are talking, you sound like somebody who has a mental health issue.
I mean, I have no issue, but me just tell you, say.
Well, I know. Well, I'm going to say this to you. I say this to you as man or man. As much as she do you so much wrong,
yeah,
make peace with her before she die.
No man, I
Make peace with her.
she have to make peace with me now, because I tell her something now, Dennis.
No, what me I say, Bridget, enough people do me things in life, you know. And remember one time a lady used to make some complaint about me at my workplace.
Yeah.
At Jamaica. And it was when I remember she was on her dying bed.
Yeah.
And I went and I made peace with her.
Yeah.
Whether me never wrong, you know, what me did do, you know. But me go me be the person. Me take the lower seat and me go and me make peace with her. I mean I tell her this. I tell her this as a man. I understand the whole trauma where you go through. Because me go through trauma, you know. Me myself go through trauma, but we rise above the occasion, just like what you did.
Mama Marcia,
but
let me tell Mama Marcia. Just hang up, me go add you to your call, Mama Marcia. Go ahead, Dennis.
Yeah, man. So as I said to you, my general. You don't know. I don't know you personal, but sometimes in life, you know, things happen, and you know, we just have to just make peace. Are your mother already? Has she give birth to you?
So me I tell her this,
make peace with her.
Me I tell her this, Dennis.
In spite of what happened, make peace with her. Let me tell you, before you come in, even you know even have just go maybe one day heal her up and what have you. You know, if you know no whole heap of long talking, just bridge the gap between you and her. Alright, that me I say.
Let me tell you something, Dennis. When my daughter 3-year-old, see? I left my daughter with my mother. 3-year-old. And my mother called me. Say, my daughter hungry. If I buy something can come. See? I decide to not buy nothing. I go make something, give my daughter to eat. See? When I reach at the yard, Dennis, my daughter do in her nappy. And my mother have my baby there. For much hour, you know, feed my baby. And you know, clean my baby nappy. When my finger me have to use and dig off. It did it brown and hard for my baby body. When my baby, I see from that day. Nobody, Dennis, nobody can tell me. And when me tell her, say, as long as life lasts, my mother can't deal with me. All if me dead, me no want him and me feel. And me not have to go off here. And me just tell you, I don't hate her. Me just don't want him near me. Full stop. And me no want her near my children. I don't have to come back near me. Full stop. I just this me there in my life. And anytime me there on my mother, my life no blossom. And as soon as me left from them, me alright. So then stay as far away probably as possible. Me can't tell her right now. You know, me hear what I say, and everybody say I'm mother and I done mother already. But I one DUJON my mother can have. One. See? And furthermore, as she a big one, and as she do me things, as she need to make peace with me. See? Pardon. So me hear what you have.
As me I say to you, your mother, me no know her personally, but you know, we are talking about mental health. I mean, I say trauma. You see, back in them days, people deal with them situation. People, all right. Parents believe if it does. Broke one piece of stick and abuse the picnic and beat the picnic to sickness, you know. They believe that was the solution, you know. So that's why I said to you, sir.
Here what we have to do.
That's why I said to you, sir.
Hear me now. Here what we have to do. We have to stop justify for them. We have to stop
saying. No, man, I don't justify, man. I just look upon it and I say it. She can, I think maybe she can have a touch of mental health issue, you know, and you probably still not see it, you know. You understand, because she might have behaved normal and everything and what have you. Them something what she do to you. That's not something normal. You don't take up. You won't take a D&G buckle. Remember them buckle back in the days. You won't take up that and beat and picnic to this something. If the child, let me tell you something. If the child, if it was like no, you know, if it was like no in a Jamaica, you know, and the child protection agency hear that, you know, immediately them take you out of the household, you know. Me I tell you that, you know.
Well, me can't tell her right now. Them they sitting and happen to my brother and my sister them. And me alone happen to. She and my father left. She and my father left when when me are probably about 6 months old. So obviously that is a factor. You know, say
Yeah, that is a factor. That it affect her. That's why I tell her say
but that
maybe
right
maybe she go through a phase. She'll go through that phase there, you know. She'll go through that phase and it affect her emotional state. So that is why she is like that.
Okay,
You understand?
but
and she look
how
for you know, and you look,
Dennis?
you have the resemblance of your father. You have the
Dennis,
resemblance of your father. So as a result of that, now she take out everything for you.
Then that's why
And she said the boy look like his daddy.
That is why it is not mental health, because how you justify say only me alone it happen to. You don't happen to everybody else. As I say, but hold on, Dennis, we hear Mama Marcia for a second. Come in, Mama Marcia.
Listen, I'm just you're listening to Dennis, that's why I call. I just like to call.
Yeah.
And it irritates me so much when someone tries to justify when you express yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it really annoys me because I have experienced the same thing like you. My mother used to beat me so badly. I remember my mother beat me one day. I didn't live with her. I lived with her mom. I lived with my grandmother, who was her mom, and she used to work in Kingston. I live in Clarendon, and she would come down. I remember my mother came down that time. Could do nothing right when my mother was concerned.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember that woman beat me. She beat me the day when I finally got away and ran. I just the bottle because I ran past some trees, and I heard when the bottle crashed in the tree and broke. And she said, I want to murder you. You understand me?
Yeah.
Again, I remember one Sunday morning, I had my uncle was living in an adjoining district. And my grandmother used to send me around to my uncle's house, you know, because it's close by. So she would send me to him, whatever it is. I remember I went around there that Sunday morning. When I went there, my uncle's wife was washing and she was cleaning. She said to me, Marcia, I'm glad you're here because I really need somebody to help me. And them time they will not go for can't say no when people ask you to do anything, you know. You can't say no because you'll be rude. So she said to me, she started cleaning the house. She was washing at the time. She said, go more, you go shine the house to me. No, how much room, you know, I have to kneel down on my knee because floor brush, them time they give coconut brush, right?
Mm-hmm.
I have to kneel down and clean the place. I have to shine the place and tidy it up before. And when I came back, I was cooking. I remember it was goat head and belly she was doing, but she was doing it on a wood fire outside. And my grandmother sat around the stove and she said, from the time you said, Marcia, you take so long. Why you take so long? You hide that so you idle on the road, you know, whatever, because my grandmother was miserable also. But I'm not that bad, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I was telling her what I said, no, Mama, Auntie Van asked me to, you know, whatever, the house, and I was doing it. And my mother was there that Sunday morning. And she heard, and my mother ran outside. And she drew a piece of fire stick from out of the fire. And when she beat when she tried, my grandmother said, no, don't do it. I know she do it. I know deliberately, but I just say, hold on, I beg. And my mother to hear it.
Mm-hmm.
My mother beat me with the stick, with the fire stick. She beat me. So till.
Yeah, man, you have some parents then cruel.
No, I talk about, and I talk about, I can't do that to my children. Right? Me not tell some of boys or whatever, but I can't. I am so close to my boys. You understand me?
Yeah, man.
And I talk about it, and I tell people. And I remember I was at a wedding the other day, and we were talking. And you know, we were talking about parents because the wife, neither the bride or the groom parents were there. You know, and I was there. We were talking, and I was saying, you know, sometimes with whatever different things with parents, some parents are not close to them and whatever. I love my mother. I can tell you that. My mother, and there's nothing she would want, and I wouldn't give her if I can. You understand me?
Yeah.
And I remember when I was talking about the incidents with my mother growing up, one of the lady said, you know, say you need to forgive her. You sound like you no, you have her up still like you have some mental problem again. I said, what are you talking about? Just like I hear Dennis telling you, I don't know why people try to justify your feelings. I don't hate my mother. I don't have anything against her. But it's what she did. I'm relating.
I don't believe him.
I'm just talking about it.
I don't believe him. I justify him. I say for my repentance. But what we have to do is, Mama Marcy.
Look here, my mother. Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
A few years back, I went I went to stay. I hadn't seen my mother in over 20 years. Right?
Yeah.
My mother went away. She filed for, let me tell you, it's three of us as sister, three girls.
Yeah.
People used to say, probably it's because of your father, maybe because them say you look like your father, that's why she doesn't like you. How dare you? She go back and have 3 more petty feet. Because the 4 of us to the 1 man. So if she don't like me, or she go back and sleep with him so many times.
Exactly.
You understand me?
Yeah.
What I'll be, she filed for everybody. Her father died long time, but I'll be, she filed for the other, she filed for whatever. And she told me that she filed for every one of us. I was the first one who didn't buy my ticket. No, me no sorry. Because whatever is to be must be. So me no really have them thing there against me. I mean, I have her up for that. Because me couldn't go for it and go there. I don't know. You understand this? I don't have her up for that.
Yeah.
Anyway, I went, after 20 years, I went and spent some time with her. And every day I could hear my mother talking on the phone. I heard my, you know, I tell you, say, Susie, do me a thing, I say. Susie, do me a thing, I say. And I kept wondering what she thought. One of the day I had to say to her one night, I said, is it because Susie let me come and stay at your house? Is that why you keep telling everybody Susie do something? I said, no. And you know, after I left Canada, Sonia told me, she said, the worst thing you ever did to me was to let Marissa come stay by me. Man, I don't have anything, you know? Me and I don't have anything. Years after that, I heard she has cancer. And I felt it so bad. I took my phone and I wrote to her. I said, my dear mother, I want you to forget everything we have been through. I said, we are here for a purpose. You have 4 daughters and the Lord gave them to you for a reason. I want you to forget. I don't want you to think about anything else that we have ever been through. You have us for a reason. And I want to be part of your life. I want to be there to assist you. If there's anything you want me to come and do for you, let me know. I can come. If you even don't have the convenience at your house, I can stay, you know, whatever. And I love you, my mother, and I try to make it as easy as ever for her. You know, just to, you know, so she don't have any guilt or whatever, probably, if she had any. You know what she said? She told a cousin of mine.
What?
She saw the email and she didn't even look at it. She didn't even bother pay me any mind.
Yeah, some people may not understand why they're cruel, so, you know.
I've never done anything to that woman. And it doesn't matter, Dujon, I love her still. You understand? But I will have to talk what she did. Because if I don't talk, if we're not talk, probably that's when the white man issue. But I talk about it, and it's not that I talk with any anger. It's just that I relate to people, whatever. I have a little, and I hear you talking about the mental issue. I have a little young man here, up to today, me I call Elfie. He's not a relative of mine. He lives in the neighborhood, and he has a mental issue because I think he was molested. You know, a whole heap of story and whatever. Yeah. And I try my best with that little boy. He came here today. I'm trying to get a mattress for him. I've been trying for the longest while now to get him a mattress, you know, because he has whatever problem. He sleeps on the floor and a piece of sponge, and it seems like
which area, you know?
Huh?
Which area?
Clarendon. It's not. It's Mr. Cousins, Lawton Cousins. I remember. I spoke to Lawton about it. Nothing. He doesn't have a birth certificate. I just got his birth certificate the other day, so I can see if I can put him on the PATS program. They are telling me I need ID for him. I said, what kind of ID? This is a mentally challenged child. How am I going to get an ID for him? They say, get a birth, what do you call it?
Paper, no?
To get passport, if I get a passport for him, or if I can get a national ID, or if I can get driver.
Paper to do that, no?
I must get that.
You need him birth paper to do that, no?
He needs his birth certificate. But I got the birth certificate. I cannot get an ID for him. Because, all right, I can get the national ID, but if I go about looking about it, that is going to take at least 6 months. The child, I've been looking about him for years, Dujon. Years.
Send me a message after the live and I'm going to send you a number. You just call them and you will be able to get some help. See?
Well, I tell you, Dujon, but I'm saying, Dennis, when we talk, it's not that we are angry. I'm not angry. If my mother, if anything, I'm my mother, and I should ever, and about my mother, I would take the best care of her. I'm not angry. The situation was bad.
You
She
know,
did me wrong.
you know, Mama
She
Marcia,
never did not the sister
no one said this to
anything.
you.
She loved. Huh?
More said this to you, Mama Marcia. You see me? I
Mm-hmm.
could have probably forgive my mother. But that's what I see my mother try to do it same thing to my children. May I show you something? Earlier this year, my best friend dead. I'm go to Jamaica. I'm go to one stall go buy one juice for my daughter. I have a 5-year-old daughter in Jamaica. I have a 10-year-old daughter in England. See? And I carry my little daughter go buy her one juice and one chips. And when I go to the stall, and my mother and my sister sit down on one chair. And my daughter stand up right beside her granny, you know. And me there on the next side, you know. And my mother not even stretch out her hand and touch her little granddaughter and say, girl, what, your hair long and pretty, you dress nice. Nothing. You just look for me and look for him. Nothing. So nobody can get me to deal back with that woman there as long as me live. Me can't tell you no.
If I tell you things that my mother did to my child in Canada, run up. No, God, if I tell you some things, Dujon, you wonder where them get the heart from. You see the little boy when me help, when me tell us me help Dujon, one night time I got somebody and like them rush him, you know? And he said, go, me go to Marcy, other things because me beg on the food, me have to point for no food. When me go to Marcy, me slung now sit here, me watch TV, and Marcy give me chicken leg and chicken chest and so forth. I don't mad person. You understand me? Mm-hmm. He's addicted to Pepsi. And I try to tell him don't, but it's his only joy. It's his only thing. His mother lives close by, you know, she doesn't pay me the mind, you know. And he comes to me every day.
We are going through a crisis in our country. You know? We are going through a crisis in our country. And while we like to blame Jamaican fathers, we have some terrible Jamaican mothers as well. You know?
Trust me, man.
You know, but
Dave, this morning I was talking to somebody from the.
Well, then it's a
I was talking to from the NIS office.
Yeah.
Say that again.
No, go ahead.
No, I said this morning while I was on the phone. I mean, I was sleeping because I wasn't feeling well, and he came and you know I heard him outside calling me, and I got up and I said, "Oh my God, what am I doing?" And I called the NIS office because I called them yesterday because I've been calling them from. I went even around to his house and I did a video of the living condition that child lives in. Before this time the other day, I called somebody nearby and told the person to tell his mother if anything happens to him, I'm gonna report her because she does. He lives close by, she doesn't pay him any mind, you know. And I'm telling you, Dujon, nobody paid him any attention. Nobody. I couldn't go and do anything for him. But at the end of the day, I still try and do what I could do, right? The storm came and thank God nothing, the house never blew away or anything, but it was wet, you know, as you know. Yeah. But I have been trying from February to get assistance from the NIS office. I took a video. I went around to his house and I took a video of the living conditions of that child. I mean, he's 20-something, but you know, he's grown in a child's body. And I took it up to the NIS office in Mapen, and they said they're going to send a social record. Till now, I keep calling, I call. Till finally.
I'm going to send you Colonel Charles' number, and I want you to call him. Please, just call him. Trust me. Just call him.
I spoke to Nestor the other day, too, you know, and I was telling Nestor. Nestor and I were talking, and I was telling Nestor, and Nestor gave me Colonel's number. Okay. I tried calling him, but I didn't get through.
He's busy, you know.
Master.
Send him a message and call him.
And I justify me, I try to justify it, you know. What I am saying is that, let me tell you this. You see in Jamaica, a lot of us grow up in different environments. And sometimes, let me tell you, I grow part of my years of growth was with my aunt. Mm-hmm. And my aunt used to tell me, no ends a bad one. Mm-hmm. She used to tell me, as a youngster growing up, you do things, and when you reflect back now, as an adult, you realize you're foolishness you did that. Mm-hmm. But you know, it's just your milestone of development. Mm-hmm. And my auntie used to tell me, no ends about what have you, and this and that and that and that. Mm-hmm. She never take me and sit down with me say, boy, then it's X, Y, Z and what have you. Now I'm saying, Me nah say what your mother do. She not wrong. I mean, I go say that about DUJON. Me nah go say that about DUJON. Me nah go say that about DUJON neither. What I am saying is that sometimes.
Before you go any further, because I don't want to forget this part. Before you go any further, I grew up with my grandmother, and the way my grew up, she never knew whatever a bad word or, and every other word from my grandmother was a bad word. All the love you could get from my grandmother was there. My grandmother is such a love. All the love that we knew from our grandparents. My grandmother is such a loving, and trust me, my mother don't talk any word. My mother would never talk any indecent language. Never you would hear my mother say anything like that. And my grandmother who taught that all the love that we had, nobody could trouble us. We could not go to bed hungry. Nobody could do anything to us. Or my grandmother cared for us. The love that we got from her. So it's not even a fact that the person bad word, and the person themselves, man. Trust me, my mother is so intelligent, my mother, whatever, and she's such a cruel person. I'm not afraid to tell you.
Yeah, but at the same time, that's what I'm saying. You don't, I mean, in you see, the way we grow, our environment, the environment in which we grow, she, I mean, you don't know what she, might have encountered in her early stage of her life, but it doesn't mean that. I mean, she should treat you. She should treat you as the worst person, or even how DUJON. People back in them days, and most of people them days, you see the fact that we are here, so now we have our, we can find ways how to talk with them, how to sit down with them, and how to show them love. Back in them days, people we show love, yes, but I mean, they didn't have the resource that we have now. You understand? And as a result of that, some people do things where they shouldn't do, and they think that it was the norm, which is not, and it's not acceptable. But at the same time, may I say, you see, it depends on where you.
We talk over each other, We talk over each other. We're not here properly. Go ahead.
So, my grandparents, my mother never really have no difficult. She worked, yes, and she assisted, she helped. But my grandparents, they were the ones who took care of us financially, really and truly. So she never have no real problem like that.
Yeah, me tell you
she didn't really have any great problem. My mother just thrilled to me. That's all I can say. She just thrilled to me.
My mother real problem was money. I can remember my father come. My father come in one morning, Dennis. One afternoon, my father come home. And my father call me, Doji, come here. I come and my father jam me up on his lap. And my father said to me, say, you want to live with me, you want to live with your mother? And I say, I want to live with your daddy. My father said, say, a court me I come from. And my father tell me, my father say, you go stay with me, You go stay with me, your mother came me. My father say, I have you for the last 2 years. And your mother came me a court for child maintenance for you. But then say me for keep it, so you go stay with me. I whole heap of cruel, me there in England, Dennis. And me asleep one morning. Me asleep, and me just see my mother come in my room. Take up the TV remote, turn off the TV, and she just jaw a pillow from under my neck. And I get up and I sit down up in my bed and I bawl. Enough night I go on my bed and I beg God for just kill me. I just beg God, say, God, please don't make me wake up. Because I don't know where my mother. Dennis,
I've wondered the same thing.
When me 11-year-old, me tie one rope around my neck and jump out of one tree, My same stepsister.
I've tried it many times.
My same stepsister, I'm telling you, say.
I've thought about it. Not tried. I've thought about it. Many times.
Hold up my foot them and I scream out. Whoa. Because I wonder, say, I hold me, my mother not like me.
I always wondered the same thing. So it's nothing new. I used to sit. When my mother came down, and I'm around the back, because we used to have outside kitchen back in those days, and I would sit in the kitchen. If I'm around the back, my mother is around. If my mother is around the front, she'd stay with my other 2 sisters, because three of us grew up in this yard. My other sister grew with the other grandmother. And I'm telling you, the other 2 sisters were around the front, I'm around the back. My mother would take them to buy ice cream. My mother, before she buy an ice cream, she would say, you want ice cream? You want ice cream? She would give it to me. So like, oh, she thought the other one should get it. She had to ask if I want it. You understand me? My mother was such a cruel person, Dujan, to this day. And my mother looked at my child. I remember my child in Canada. My mother locked him out of the house in snowstorm. And when my son called me and said to me, Mommy, Grandma, and whatever, I'm on the road walking up and down because I don't, whatever, and I'm so cold or whatever. And when I called my mother, so when you call if I think you can't do me nothing? Our grandson, then? You think, oh boy. Dujan, believe me. And you know when Canada cold.
When me reach England, Dennis, my mother tell me, say, all right, you reach here now. Go and go work and pay me back my money when I take the file for you to carry to England. That mother tell me. And I'll be the last one come to England. Look, brother Barney. See? And my two sisters there the day, I'm the last one come here. And he said me to pay me.
My child, my son had to work. A little boy going to school and had to work extra time, extra is because she didn't come home early. So, while she's still at work.
I don't know why you said your pitney around her, Marcia, because my baby mother them say, do not, and I repeat, do not. Me take out my life insurance policy and me put them money and me put money 21, then forget their money because I know and their mother they any amount in either. See?
Let me tell you something. So because she didn't get me, because she didn't file this, because she didn't get me. Let me tell you something, Dushan. It was never my chance. I cried so much. My friend said to me, I said, she not going to treat him no way, man. Not because she treated him. I said, if my mother couldn't look at me and love me, or she's always she going to show my child love. Every time she look at him, she see me. Always she, and then say, no, Marcia, make him go and not take the opportunity from me. Make him go and make him go. Me cry day, me cry night. Believe me, to this day, it hurt me. To this day, it hurt me.
Marcia.
Okay. Huh?
A very important word. And love. Did your mother get love? Do you know if your mother had gotten love in her?
That's my responsibility still, Dennis. Just like my responsibility.
She's the only daughter.
No, your responsibility. You have to look at it from different ways.
Look here. The love that my mother got from her parents. Oh, God. Everybody in here can tell you. Everybody can tell you. She's the only, she loved her father because of course, whatever. I don't know what happened with my grandmother, but I can tell you, she was the only, my grandmother loved that girl so much. Only daughter for her. Oh, God. Dushan, I don't know. But probably, you see, sometimes now, my son them wake up, like if I'm in the mood, I just take my phone and I text my 3 sons and I tell them just how much I love them. Sometimes I say, Mommy, you feel all right? They say, no, oh, you mean if me feel all right? They say, oh, because you tell me, so you text and say you love everything I did. I say, me not dead, no, I tell you no. Me just have to tell my kids that it's never too much to tell my children. Well, you understand me? Just how much me love them, just how much don't have any secret from me.
Yo,
but if I don't need any form of assistance, call me.
My father dead, see? And me type something on Facebook and say me love and me miss my father. And my mother start contention with me over that. And I dead. My father dead, brother. My mother start contention with me and say, hey, yeah, post say you love your father. And me never see her say you love me yet. You never my father tell me all the while say you love me. And he's proud of me. Me never hear you tell me yet say you love me. Eh? And then one time you talk, they don't want you to talk. They want you to keep quiet. And
no, you must keep quiet. I
can't.
Tell
you something.
I can't. No, me just glad on me, maybe still, maybe from the bad come, because the way I grew up, I think probably the way she treat me, that's why I have so much love for people. And that's why I care for people so much, Dejan. You understand me? Because I hate to see people in any kind of situation. You understand? I remember, can't bother with their life and everything. But I'm just...
change me as a person, Dennis. Me still loving and kind. Me still caring.
Yeah.
Of course. Change me as a person. But me just make peace with the Dennis. I know, say, alright. Me not get one good mother, but me I gotta be best father me can be. to my children.
You remember it. You
Yeah.
remember it. But in my case now, Doge, I can tell you, excuse me, in my case, my mother could never, my mother, my mother want any assistance, I'm willing to help her. If my mother is there now and I whatever and can move and I'm supposed to help her, Dushan, believe me, I'd go to the furthest, I can to help my mother. I would never hold it against her. Still, you understand me? But then I'm different from you.
I know better people
You know what happened. Yeah.
better people
But in her, but but I would never. I'm just. I'm here anytime my mother need anything from me, any assistance, anything that I can do for her. Financially, she's all right. You know what? That's for me. But emotionally or wherever otherwise, trust me.
So I want to say this. I want to say this to Dennis. Dennis.
Yeah.
Probably about 7 years ago.
Yeah.
Probably about 7 years ago now. My mother married to this man. She go to Jamaica and married to this man. And when we go at the wedding or something, I realize say man a move with me funny. See? But me later find out say I wish she had tell him man about me. And so wedding and everything happen. One madness did go on a wedding too. But me I go tell you that in a story time over the next channel. See? The man end up and come to England. And the day when the man come to England, I wake up in the morning and hear something nice downstairs. And I go downstairs and I see the man. He not tell me nothing. Say the man come or not. But when the man reach, she said to me, boy, the man there now and she don't want no bad living in her house. Cause me a man now, me tell her how me stay. So once I start cuss me and I start having a contention, me just sign out. See? You not see me, you not hear me. I saw me stay. Right? Me there with my baby mother and my baby mother fall out a little bit before all of that happened. And I come me end up back at my mother. And me did at my place and me left my place give me my baby mother. Cause true she never had no papers and me never want she walk from pillar to post with my baby. See? So me and her could agree. So me end up and left and I go back over my mother. Fast forward to the whole of that now. The man come and me just hold my corner. Me and the man conversate. Normal. If he had no little complaint, he will say it to me. And, one Sunday morning now, me and my baby mother fall out. And my baby mother never make me see my daughter. So me go up on Facebook now and post say, God, I beg you watch over me one girl pitney because me see her know say, if nothing for happen to me, she not gonna have nobody. Reason make me say that is, me and my baby mother fall out and my mother tell me say, I feel love a girl with the pitney. Love a girl with the pitney and start give your things. And me look at him and say, mother, how me feel start give me pitney, me things, how me that, how she gonna eat. See? Anyway, I make the poster because I realize say, my baby mother carry on my sister them, me and my mother. You know, some sister that brother, some mother that different than son. Nobody. Not try to look a girl. See? So I make the poster. So I don't know who send it to her. And she get offended by it. So she come in the kitchen one Sunday morning to argue with me. See? Anyway, I start to tell her, I start to bawl now, and her husband turn up there. I say, my mother, I don't like you treat me pitney. And from me, I look at pitney. You not deal with me good. You not deal with me like me and your pitney. And then she cuss and she said, I go to work, Dennis. My car did crash. So one man dep on his phone and write off my car, so I never drive. And when me live, if you know London, you know, so if you get from East London to South London, South East London, all 2 hours that I go take on the bus. See? Me work in a Dagenham, Dennis. And I take about 5 bus to reach home. 19 of December. So you know it's a cold time. See? And when me reach home, Mama Marcia, my mother did send me one message, but me never read the message. Mother sent me one message, so me have to come back in the yard.
Wow.
See? When me reach at the yard and me put the key in the door, I realize that my mother put fear key in the inside the door. So my key can't open my door. So me call out to them now. And I call out to my stepfather. My stepfather come and open me window and say, Miss P say, me no feel let you in. So I say, alright then. Me have to go to work tomorrow, so just let me in, make me get some clothes so I can go to work tomorrow. She say, he say, he don't feel let me in. So I say, alright then, cool. So me call the police. When I call the police say, it's a civil matter, then can't come. So I tell the operator, say, right now, I kick off the door and anything will happen. Then tell me, say, if me admit to a crime, I say, I kick off the door right now. In a 2 minute, police turn up. After me tell them that. See? Then come and then she come down and let them in. And me go in with the police and me pack one suitcase. Dennis. And me pack the suitcase there. And when me come back out, the police then turn left and me turn right. Nobody no ask me where me I go sleep, nothing. Me decide say alright, to close them and me pack up. Me I go just put on the whole of them and go in the park, go sleep. If cold kill me, I say I go. As me step 1 foot in the park, my phone ring. Me answer the phone and when I'm a bridging name Richie. He come from Congo. He live America now, he join the military America. And he call me. He say, yo, where are you? I tell him. It turn out that when he call me, I drive come on the road, because I want a long road where he park there, and I drive I come down on the road same time. And he stop and I tell him what happened. And I reach the floor, I sleep on the night, the Dennis. The next morning, Richie tell me, say, listen, my mother will go to America for 2 weeks. So, my mother say if you just stay here. And Richie give me a car key. And for me tell her, Dennis, in 2 weeks, me no drive Richie car. You know. Not even car, me no drive. Take the bus and the train go to work same way. And me tell myself, so I go find one little room. And for the 2 weeks there, when they gone, me used to get paid weekly. So me save the money. Rent one room before they come back. And when me no make them come back, come see me. See? And when me and Richie go for me things them from my mother. So me and Richie go to my mother yard for me things. My mother say me can't come in her house. Me have to step back foot in her house. Just because me tell her say she not like me from me I look up at me in front of her man. You know. And Richie go in and pack up. Richie go in and pack up me something them. My mother did lend me £1,000. Like mother lend me £800 for come for her wedding. See? And I did pay her £500 back. So I did owe her £300. You see all of my jewelry them, all of my perfume, I did that one jug in my room and I save £1 and £2 kind of half Dennis. Yeah, so when Richie got me things them, all of my things them pack up already, you know. All of my things them pack up already and Richie just take them out. All of my jewelry, my perfume, them, my money, I save all of that stay behind my mother take them. See? That's why I say me can't come back in her house. Me, you know, me have a next big sister too, you know, where Anna for my mother, my father, daughter, but she did live in Canada at the time. So I call she and I say to her, say, call my next sister. And my big sister still the next one, but she older than her. So I say, call my next sister and tell her, say, I find one room and I want to come get my things then. I find my TV and my chest of jar, my wardrobe and my bed. Because me a man, I buy my thing them and put in my room and fix up my room nice. See? My sister called me back now and I said to me, my mother said me not own nothing in her house. And like she said, furthermore, you're a big man so you should even did live with your mother anyway. Say that to me, I'm not chat back to her neither, you know. 7 years now with it.
My God.
See?
My God.
So,
Then I same thing. They said Dujan, and the same thing when my mother locked up my son. It was in December in the winter time, and it was so cold. My child called me in Jamaica. You understand me? I mean, it was after 12 when I called my mother. That time, I didn't have any house phone, and I didn't have any something there. And then big fridge we used to use them time, the big fridge phone them, you call the fridge whatever they used to call it. And I went out. I got a drive. This guy was going on graveyard shift, and I was standing out the road, and he take me up. And he said, "Where you going? You know, normally." And I told him the situation, and he said, "All right," and he dropped me off. And it was so good. I saw somebody coming down the night on the road again, but it's my child, so I had to talk to him because I knew he was in distress. You know, so I had to find a way to converse with him. So I had to river. So when I got the thing, and I came back now. And I called, I tried calling as many people as I could, you know, and my mother said, "What you call me for? What you call me for? Anything so you can, whatever." And remember, pinning up on the road, you know, look at that time it was about 17, 18. And him on the road walking up and down snowstorm. And afterward, no, I remember I called Sonia. I was trying to get Sonia, but Sonia was in the US at the time. I tell you, Sonia is a blessed sister, you know, man. Dujan, tell you, Sonia is a blessed sister. I called Sonia. She was at work. I couldn't get through to her, but I got her partner. And I told him, and he said, "All right, Marcia, stop crying. I'm going to see if I find him. Give me the number." And the guy went and, you know, searched and found my son on the road and took him home. And in a few days, as soon as Sonia got the time off, Sonia went down because it wasn't comfortable there. You know, he was sleeping on the couch. And Sonia went home. Went over to the US, and Sonia make sure she go walk and look place and rent for him. You understand me? And bought him furniture so that he could stay, he could be comfortable.
so
You understand me?
That good auntie.
That good.
I see him, so
I tell you,
I want auntie at Jamaica to, you know, love me like I cook food, me auntie Nanan, you know. Yeah, man.
Sonia is a blessing, me. I tell you, man, that's a part of my life. Trust me. Sonia is a part of my life. Any problem me have. You know, but I'm not diverting from the conversation, but I'm just saying now, when I really see what my mother did to her own child, her own offspring, you know them way there, and it just annoys me when I hear people saying you seem like you're still angry about it. You still, I remember at the wedding, and the woman was telling me, you need to talk.
You happen to
you need to talk about it. Remember, you know, I was at the wedding, you know. And you know everything was there, and I were there talking. You have to talk about it. I say, you need a counselor. I say, I need a counselor. What do I need a counselor for? Oh, I say, you need a counselor. You sound like you're really, really. So, Lord, I say, how do them people here, how they can't tell you what's going on inside of you? Why people always try to explain to you how you're feeling? I wasn't acting out anyway. I was just relating my story. You understand me? I was just relating to people. It's not like I was quarreling or doing anything like that. And this woman ready to tell me, you need your anger, because what she did was wrong. But my mother did to me was wrong.
Because we are programmers Jamaicans. We programmers Jamaicans. No care what your parents do or your parents. And so you go.
You understand?
You allow if
you go so.
You allow if you hurt. You allow if you have your own feelings. You have your own
and
person.
You know, talking about mental issues, I heard you earlier, and I say, you know, so many people are afraid to touch that point. But this little boy, I tell you, you know, who I assist, you know, that little boy around my house as a child, sick, and his mother didn't even do anything to him. I heard about the situation, and I went and got him, you know, dressed up. Yes, I'm a young teenager. I'm going to get him ready and carry him up to the hospital. Charter one vehicle and carry him up to the hospital. And me, Dujon, look about that little pitney. Whole time, every visit to the hospital, I had to take him to the psychiatric clinic. You know, and then one at the time I was traveling, I was going away, and I knew I wouldn't be back. So I went up to the hospital, and thank God, since this government, I was able to make arrangements and tell them he won't be getting any assistance. He won't be able to come up there, you know, because he cannot manage. And they had to take somebody. I would like it if somebody could do home visit and give him his injection, and that's what we has been doing ever since. But you know, one at the time before I left, I was over by a friend's house, and he came there because sometimes he's not a violent person, but sometimes, you know. when he doesn't get his medication, he tends to act out, but he stays at home that time. But one of the day he came to me and I was over by my neighbor and he came there. You know, I don't remember what he said. And you know, my neighbor, because that child was raped as a child, you know, he was here. I don't know what my neighbor said. I don't remember what it was that she said, but he laughed. And you know, she got upset and said, I thought no man rape you. And I meant man do whatever to you.
Thank God. You know, we're not sensitive as a nation
We're not
as well.
sensibly enough. Why are you going to throw that in his face? What kind of people? What kind of... I said, come on, you can't. And I got so upset and I just tell him, come, let's go home. Come to my house. Let us go over to my house.
We're not so sensitive.
So how can you be using it as a victim? How can you be throwing it in his face like that? What kind of heart you have?
We're not so sensitive as a
You know
nation, you know. We allow to be this hard rock stone iron kind of people. We not allow to feel.
Yeah,
you know, we have to learn to feel as a nation, and so we are going to work through the problem them, you know.
I may tell you, Dutch, tough world. But before I go, I'm leaving now. But before I go, I have to disclose this. And the one thing I can tell you about my mother, she's a die-hearted PNP. Later.
See you with my mother too.
All right, cool.
Yeah, man. Big up yourself. Yeah, Father Dennis. So, you know, I know, it's not a matter of fact, say, me have her up in my heart, really. Me just know the situation and I prefer to stay away from her because she not change and she if change. You know, me a big man now and she older than me and me see she try the same kind of behavior to my children. And because of that, I'm a man, you know. A long time, about 8 times my mother throw me out of place, you know. So if you think about that, a long time I there around him. There around her, I try if he work things through. So I reach my breaking point, you know, and then I don't want to there around my picking them and do them things there. You know. So me just choose to stay away, you know. And I best thing. I right thing.
I understand still, you know, dude. I understand, you know. I mean, you feel it still because, you know, you must know. But I was just looking at it from a
I understand what you say, man. I know you want
a note, you know.
Yeah, man. Everybody say the same thing, but you just program for know say boy your mother. So because your mother and she give birth to you, you're supposed to forgive her. But she need to forgive herself. And whatever she think me do, she need to forgive me first. You know, and she owe me an apology. I never me a beat her. I never me a do them things to her. So, you know, and she owe me an apology. You know, she not get away because she a mother. You're not supposed to abuse her children. You're supposed to love them. Me not abuse. Spite of the fact that she might have did get abused, you know. But me not do that to my picking them. Me learn a lesson from that because I remember how it make me feel. So I know say it can make me picking them feel certain way. So I just not do it with them. You know?
Yeah.
So I just say them, my boss. We have to learn. We talk up the issue them. I have parents who is, for example, I would ask my mother for something as a youngster. I you know say in order to do that something, me have to do something first, forget it. When my father, if me ask my father for something, my father just give me. Because I have responsibility to do it. You know my mother look for me and tell me say, me take you to England, what your father do for you? All I hear them my father have me and my father feed me, you know. And my father give me lunch money and my father send me to school. All I when me could read and my father send me a evening class, Saturday class, weekend class, summer school. And my father never asked her for $1. And my father buy a school bag. When me I buy book list, my father buy every single book. Me get the money for buy every single book. My father never asked her for no help. So how my father no do nothing for me? Because true, she take me to England, that fi override everything what my father do for me. And because the reason is, you know, because I love my father and I know what they do. Not what they do. Then can't get me to turn against him. Me have a sister, my one blood sister, you know.
I think down the road, maybe because of the breakup too, you know, that is probably, as me say, I think that affect her, and she just see you. Say, boy, him are the perfect. Him are the splitting image and daddy and what have you. Maybe that's why, you know, she treated her way there.
You know, when I go at my father's funeral, Dennis, and when I look for my father in a casket, I start ball. And my mother hug me up. I see my mother hug up my uncle Caswell. And I see my mother hug up my uncle Blood. And you know, so when I come back to England, my mother say a long time my father did for dead. I want terrible woman. She be brother. And he not
Seemed like he was the problem. It was the problem to her.
No.
It's sad. It's something sad, but you know, it's sad, man.
We go through life, and we are go through life, and we are make our own way. You know, and sometimes family, I have blood them, but I'm not really family. You know, and we have to understand them things there. A whole heap of things my mother do. Enough things my sister they not see because they not live there. But me tell them. You know. And then say, Lord man, you know, say I should shit and then how me stay. And hope me not no feelings. My mother will go out the road and he will buy something for she and my brother. May I tell you one thing when my mother do me at Jamaica. When my father did that we go to a funeral. Me stop at a restaurant. And I call my sister, you know, but I not get none of them. Because I call them to find out if they eat. But I not get none of them. When I go to the restaurant, the man at the restaurant say, well, you know, say your mother and your sister then just left your boy. And you just buy one heap of food and gone. So I buy 2 food for me and my brethren. And when I buy the food for me and my brethren, I go around the yard and I see them around the yard. See? You see, when I sit down and I start eating, my mother look at me and tell me, say, you go buy food and you don't call nobody and ask them nothing. It's like me not... You see, when my stepfather come from Jamaica, Dennis. You know, my mother start tell me, say, me have to give her 10 pounds every Sunday, you know. My mother start tell me, say, I have to give her 10 pounds so she can't left dinner for me, you know. All of a sudden, mother start tell me now, say, I have to give her 10 pounds. You know, say 10 pounds can cook one whole, you can buy one whole chicken, rice, oil, them the time there. See? I know my mother start though. My mother start, she wrote me, and me and my mother and my stepfather alone live there, you know. Because my mother choked my little brother, you know. See? And my mother start, she wrote me dinner. Put cling fling over my dinner. And put and write my name for it. Because brother say, him live there, you know, I'm going to empathy though. Why? So see, when I come a foreign go and go. See? So when I hear me I lick out and me and say me not do certain things. You love your children, brother, unconditionally. That me see. You know, and that's something I think about it. You love your children unconditionally, you know.
Yeah, definitely.
You know?
And that is fair, you know.
Mm-hmm.
That is fair because today you did not ask to be here.
Exactly.
It wasn't your choice to be here.
Exactly.
So the fact that the parents choose to have you, they come with a responsibility. They should love and care for you unconditionally.
Mm. And then I want you to talk. Until you talk, it become an issue. Then I want you to talk about, you know, the things that will happen.
And that is a part of the problem with it, you know, because how is it fair for you to do something, for you to abuse me, yet you don't want me to talk about it? If you didn't want me to talk about it, then you should not have done it.
Exactly.
How about that?
Yeah, man, but you know, the people say forgiveness is good for your soul and whatever. Like me say, me no hate her, but me things that she do, I whole heap of chance me give her for redeem herself as a mother. And she not take none of them. And she even worse now. You know?
Yeah, but I understand the forgiveness, you know. But with forgiveness, you have to pair forgiveness with reparation.
Yeah, man. So I know.
Parents should repair the damage they've caused to their kids.
Enough.
Why do parents believe that, they're too big to say I am sorry to their own kids? I am sorry is all the kids need some time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry is all they need. They don't need to do anything else. Acknowledge what you did and let's move on. You did something to me and you want me to be sorry. And I'm the one who's supposed to be forgiving. What am I being forgiving of? Let us address the thing. As soon as we address the thing, then we can all move on. But parents fail to address the thing.
Yeah, man, that she's supposed to redeem herself. And it should be
Exactly.
on me if you forgive her when I me she abused. You understand? And that's how we need
That
to
is the
move.
thing. Oh, you can forgive them. What? Forgive them of what?
And that's how we need to move
Let's
towards a
address
nation. We need to move to the part where we make these predators and these abusers know say, it right what they do.
Yep.
Right.
Exactly. You're not gonna
So we have
hate
to
your
call
mother.
them.
You're not gonna hate your father. Hate is a very strong word. You're not gonna hate them,
Mm.
but the damage is done and it needs to be repaired. Forgive. Them to forgive you or something. Are them do something?
No man, I them there, but I you fi forgive them. That a few culture. Your father.
I don't
your
believe
mother.
that.
Dujon.
Yes, Mama Sonia. Good evening.
Hi. Yes, I was calling. I'm at work, so I'm hiding in one of the patients' rooms. But I'm the sister for Marcia who called in.
Yes, me know.
Tell you, my mom is a hell on wheels. She took me to Canada. She didn't take Marcia. It's four of us. She filed Marcia paper. I don't know if, because I was with my patient, so I don't know if Marcia is telling the story, but my mom has done everything in her life to blight Marcia's way. And my wits end with my mom to the point where it's more than 10 years right now. I do not talk to her because of the way she treats Marcia. She loved me. She raised my daughter because when I was moving to the States to work, she took my daughter. My daughter's dad wanted her, but my baby was too small. So I didn't want, even her didn't want me to bring her, even though I could pay for babysitter. She said people might lose her. She's worried about my kid. Yet she don't care if anybody kill Marcia. She don't care if Marcia eat. Any way my mom can make Marcia's life miserable or Marcia's kids' life miserable, my mom does it. So for me, I cut her off because of it.
Maybe
I want her to feel what abandonment feels like.
Maybe Marcia name her
When you
right
love
forward.
somebody and you yearn to have them in your life, but they refuse to do the right thing, that's what I want her to feel. She has my daughter to this day. My daughter is 30 years old. She would, her life from my child, you would think is the only grandkid she has. But I still do not talk to her because I want her to know what it feels like. Sometimes I'm talking to my kid and she'll come in the room because she knows I'm on the phone with my child. I think she's hoping that I would say hi to her. I do not say hi to her.
Yeah, man,
because I want her to feel what abandonment feels like. I talk to her here, there, and I'm like, you cannot continue this bad blood into the next generation. She won't listen. You won't listen. You can't be a part of me and my life.
Because they want to be wrong and strong, They want to be...
Yes!
Yeah.
You know
She
that
loves me.
about it. The thing is, hurt people hurt people.
Yeah.
And the hurt is being passed down through generations.
That's not true, Carl.
And because we are told to venerate our parents, so therefore we cannot go at them and let them know that what you're doing is wrong. You need to stop and you need to ask for forgiveness. You see, as soon as you break
no,
that
not
chain,
them. Mm-mm.
That's the thing. As soon as you break that chain of they asking for forgiveness, I can assure you, a lot of the trauma that we're going through right now, it will end. And it can end.
It can end, yeah. But we have to be willing to stop it.
Yes.
Stop the cycle. And I put my foot down with my mom. We're not carrying it anywhere else. So because of that, I'm like the mother. I'm girl number 3 or 4, but I behave like the mother for all of them. And I make sure I have the only girl in the family. And I make sure to let her know, family comes first. Those boys are like your brothers. My sister's kids are my sons. And anything I have, they get it like I give birth to them. You let me tell you, every day I get my paycheck every month, my sister gets her money every month first thing. Before I pay any bill, she get her money in Jamaica because I know she's not well. And I know that she didn't get the opportunity that I got to go to Canada.
Now, you see,
I see my little sister is not doing well in Canada. She's a nurse too. But it's like she ended up with a psych problem. And I think it's from my mom's sins.
Yeah, man, a stress causes. Stress is something where we mash it up, you know, man. Regular, my mother don't have fat back in England. Sometimes my mother don't have fat back. You know? So, let me tell you something, man. My mother tell me, say my father not done nothing for we. And I come to Jamaica, I say my father, my mother say not do nothing for we. And my father did that one look a blue folder. And my father go feed and up me and take out. One heap of paper they didn't. My father keep over years. My father show me the receipt for the house when buy my mother for me and my sister. And the same time when my father buy a house for me and my sister, give my mother, down at Scotia Bank. My father buy my mother one cylinder of gas, and my father still have a receipt for that. See? So everywhere you find, my mother try to tell we say, we father and my sister turn against my father, you know, wholeheartedly, you know. Turn against my father, you know. Me see him all a ball and my father funeral. And I sit down and I think and I say, watch him. Eh? Turn against him, man, for no reason at all. Eh?
And these people are so manipulative, these mothers.
Yes.
So they are manipulative.
And I don't know still. We have to break the chain. We have to break this chain. We cannot go forward, you know, as a nation, as a people. You know, because black people already have enough trauma. We have enough trauma from slavery. You know.
Yes.
For us to be carrying on this additional trauma that nobody is addressing. And I'm so thankful that DUJON chose this topic tonight, you know, because it needs to be spoken about.
Yes.
And people don't talk about it because we idolize our mothers. Because the fathers do, but the fathers cannot do as much as the mothers, because the mothers are supposed to be nurturers. And yet they're the ones who do most of the abusing. You know. So we have to break it. We have to break this chain. My daughter is 14. And I try to instill in her the importance of doing to others as you do to you. You know, see yourself in others. Try to give your best self to the world on a daily basis. Don't go out there and be a menace. Don't go out there and try to hurt somebody because they hurt you. Because sometimes people may do things against you. It's not that they hate you, you know. But some of us have so much pent up anger because of how we're being treated at home.
And that generation thing really, you know, because I go through the same thing with my big daughter now, with Fear Mother. I go through the same thing when I go through with my father and mother with my big daughter.
Well, I'm going to tell you. You may have to revisit this topic because I know it's probably late now and you want to come off and all of that.
Yeah, man, soon
you may have to revisit this topic.
We are wholly, because you see this thing now, we have to talk. We have to talk and we have to allow, you know, to get these things out there so we can get off the stigma. You know, what Dennis I say about forgiving, it work for some people and what is right. You can forgive and it help your soul if you forgive.
But that's if the person wants forgiveness.
You know,
but the forgiving starts with the mothers, or should I say the parents. They should be the one asking for forgiveness.
And then look on a 7 year now, me not change my number. I never get a call from none of my brother or sister, them or my mother yet in a 7 years. I have the same number.
That is, see, there you go.
So
there you go. That is crazy.
So, you know, you just hold your corner, man. You try to build for your local unit. Chinese and my family.
Exactly, with your kids.
I'm picking them and my family. You know?
And make sure you pass on good blessings to your kids, because you can't have this thing of follow you around, you know. This is not good and we cannot continue this way.
Yeah, man.
Well,
and we have to pray positivity. And our kids, when we're talking to them, positivity.
Yeah, well, already that's what I do with my daughter. I struggle with house as well.
You know, I feel no stress, Jules, me alright. But don't make peace with that already, cause like me say, all of my life, and I like a something where just happen one day. You don't stress me out all of my life, so I just make peace with you and say, alright, I just not get a mother will love me. And I just say go. You see me? But me I make certain say, me tell me picking them, say me love them. And I make certain say they get what they need and what they're supposed to forget. And you know, they mother them because of jealousy they try to frustrate me. But me just hold my corner same way. And make certain say they eat and then get their money and then alright. See? So we just have to deal with it the way there. Sometimes you have to make cool heads prevail too. You know, and
Yes.
my
Yes,
mother,
definitely.
And walk
my
away.
mother not change.
Sometimes
Yeah.
you have to walk away
And if
from
you not
crap. When you
change-
see crap, you walk away.
Yeah, cause you know, when I go tell myself to forgive him and go look for him and sitting, but he not change, so me I go end up back in the same position.
You're going
Yes.
to get hurt all over again. You're going to just get hurt all over again. That's
Exactly, so
crazy.
better be just stand one side and allow them. You know, we're good.
Yep.
You know. But anyway, guys,
Yep.
you know, me I go end now, cause me have to go to work tomorrow. See? So,
All right. Take care, everybody.
All right, good.
And
Good,
thank you. Have a great
good
night.
topic.
yeah,
Good topic.
Bye.
big up on
Very
yourself.
great topic. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So big up all 206 person we still here. Big up all 137 person that gave me a thumbs up. Big up my moderator them. And I will soon with me soon. See? Big up on yourself. Much love. Shower labor rights.